So I just saw American Animals, and I gotta say, so it's the first movie by this guy named Bart Lane. It's a directorial debut. I gotta say, for a directorial debut, it's an amazing job. And that's what I like when you get these first time directors and they pull out something amazing like what's his name? Aster, or something. Whoever the heck directed Hereditary. Hereditary is a masterpiece. And that's their first film. This movie's not quite a masterpiece, but it is a very good movie. Very unique movie that shows that this director has some interesting qualities too. And it's essentially the story of 4 kids who robbed a few books from a library that are very rare, and they end up getting caught because they flub up a bunch of things. And that's like told in the trailer. It's based off a true story. And it's what's unique about it is they keep cutting to the real life people, and they even intersect them in the movie, and you see them images of them, like they drive by the real life guy. They have a moment where one of the real life guys is sitting in the car next to himself, and they're talking to themselves, and it was very unique. I never seen anything like that. And they kept cutting back to the story for the real life people, and they were deliver their narrative and their version of it. The only negative aspect about that was they kept going back to the real life people and to their parents, but you never heard anything from their parents. The parents said like a sentence each. So I was like, if you're going to have their parents, you might as well have their parents talk about the impact, how it affected everybody else, and you never really get that. That's something that was kind of disappointing. But I thought the movie was very unique. It was very interesting. I thought the fact that it said this is not based on a true story, it is a true story, was interesting. I love that they showed the different ways that people remember the situation, and they kept cutting back and redoing it. Like the scene would change. One guy remember how someone looked, and someone else remember it differently, so they would go back and change the character how they looked. So that was very unique. It has Barry Keoghan, which is the cool, bizarre actor from, what is that movie? It's not The Lobster. It's the one after The Lobster. Something Deer. Killing of a Sacred Deer. Killing of a Sacred Deer. That kid is weird. I like him as an actor. He's a interesting actor. He's very bizarre. He talks a certain way. He looks a certain way. He's very weird. It has man, why can I not remember names right now? Peterson, the dude who's married to Emma Watson, or not Emma Watson, Emma Roberts. His name is on the tip of my tongue, and I cannot remember right now. Whatever his name is, him and 2 unknown guys, and they delivered great performances, and they looked the part. They looked like their counterparts, and overall, this movie is a very uniquely told story of a real life event, and it is completely compelling based off how it ends, how they did it, and it feels very true to life. As Murphy's Law, anything that can go wrong will, everything that can go wrong does. And that's how I feel like it would go down in real life. I'm like, if I were pulling off a heist, it would happen just like this, and I would lose. So overall, very realistic story, and one of the morals of the story, the reason why they did it, is something I've very much related to, is the fact that they're so sick of their lives being exactly as it is every day. The mundane, every day is the same thing. Only to have a future that everyone's like, you work so hard to be like everybody else. And I very much relate to that. I don't see a point much in life. I feel like a nihilist. I'm like one of the nihilists from Big Lebowski, where you could bust your butt to work very hard, and you're still like everybody else. There's no real uniqueness to everybody else. They're like, oh, you gotta work hard for things. That's pretty much your entire life is just working hard, and then you die. I'm like, that is. So overall, fantastic movie. Really related to it. Related to what they wanted to do and why they wanted to do it. I'm never gonna do it because I'm never gonna pull it off, just like they didn't. But a very fantastic directorial debut.